intro, but them motherfuckers too dope. Y'all, ooh, my, ooh, da. What's goody to the goddess and the gods? And what's popping to my people? Yeah, well, like we always do about this time. Can I get the phone stand, God?
Yep.
And we gone up and away. Y'all, peace to the family. Uh, let's get the Orville Redenbach on. We finna get it popping. Tap in. I'm a today gonna be rough. That's all I. That's the only promise I got for you. But I messed up. I don't even think nobody know we here. I didn't promote not one time because I wasn't even gonna be here. So I didn't even. But I hate canceling. And then it was gonna be 2 weeks in a row. I had to tell you like not again this week. I should. I don't like doing that without a heads up because I don't know what you got, going on. So I was like, no, I'm just gonna come. But yeah, I didn't put the yeah, you said don't nobody even know we're here. I ain't put the flyer up, I ain't do nothing. But hold on. We're gonna tap in on. Uh-huh. We're gonna do. They came and left. Yes, Queen, please, thank you. And we gonna get some bodies in here and then we're gonna get busy. Today is today tough. We got the link in the chat, right? Huh? Okay, because I got a couple people coming in, yeah. But that's
It'll be in the bio.
In the bio? Okay.
Because the chat won't let me post the link for some reason.
It'll be in the bio?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all can and this for anybody, y'all could go in the bio and get the link. Cause on Sundays be for everybody. So anybody can come in and slide up on the screen. I used to do the call in, but y'all ain't and I'm finna make a video. Boy, I'm finna have some fun with this one. I'm the wrong one to try with these shenanigans y'all be trying to pull. But I'm gonna learn you though. I'm gonna learn some people today. Cause see, this was gonna happen. A lot of chus gonna learn today. Chus gonna learn today. You said y'all was watching last week. Hold on, I'm turning us up on the book. The battery is running low. Hold on, what the hell do that mean? What battery exactly are we talking about? I'm used to seeing that on my cell phone. So y'all was watching last week when I clearly stated, I said, I can't even call his name no more because he lost all respect. But the young dude who said he wanted to debate me, and he was doing all the huffing and puffing, and I told y'all this is like the fourth time me and him have been into this, and every time he said he gonna debate me. There we go, y'all. We back. Zone 1, what's happening? It was a blackout, family. It was a blackout. All right. You know, when you go in your TT them house, you take your shoes off and you wipe your feet. You okay? Do the same thing when you come in here. Hit the like, hit the share. That's how you wipe your feet and take your shoes off. Come in the building, hit the like, hit the share. I'm finna tap us back in on the book because everything went dark. And then we're gonna get to it. It's and then y'all go to the bio. Whoever want to tap in, if we can get up to 10 people on the split screen. So if anybody want to tap in, hit the link out the bio and come kick it. That's what Sundays is for. Hit the link in the bio and come kick it. Now, man, I got so much shit for today. I don't even know where to start. I know Tuesday show gonna be crazy though. I'm telling y'all right now, Tuesday show gonna be crazy. Cause we've been dealing with the sacrifice thing a lot and blood sacrifices and things of that nature. And a lot of people, as long as it's been around, a lot of people just don't buy it. A lot of people say they don't believe it's a real thing. And so what I like to do is just provide a body of information. Everybody allowed to believe what they want to believe, but we just gonna provide some information and dig in. But that'll be Tuesday. Tonight, as soon as I find what I'm looking for, tonight, we're gonna touch on a few different things. Depending on how it go down, we might not be here that long, but we're gonna definitely tap in. This so hold on, let me go to the other. I gotta cross over and get my merch. All my merch is over here, so you see. Wait, there we go. All my merch is over here, you see. And now everybody was like, when I went in on well, every year I be kind of going in on Dr. King. And black folk get mad at me and ask me why and this and why you doing and see, like, certain shit you just gotta pay attention to. And we got this one of my shirts that I made about a year ago, it's got the silhouette of Superman on it, and it say no one's coming to save us. I see the book ain't fucking with me. Facebook won't let me get on. And it say no one's coming to save us. And I got another one that say a hero is just a sandwich. And I made up these thought processes. It's so we can get into our mind, like, one of the biggest problems in the history of the melanated species is allowing them to teach us that we could be saved. And like, once I have psychologically convinced myself that the way that things are going to get better for me is that an outside source is going to come fix it for me, that makes me complacent in doing the work. Because all I am being told is that as long as I'm loyal to this ideology, that someday things will get better for me. Well, see, that's a dangerous space to tell someone, as long as you're loyal to my ideology, things will get better for you. And they're not required to do any other work for that. That's a dangerous space. And so is obviously Facebook. I say, no go, General. So now, when when I deal with Dr. King and his family, I really looked into their family and all they stood for, and I realized that this dude wasn't for our people. And see, somebody told me one time, "You going against grandma." That's the problem you face with teaching. Some of the shit you teach, it ain't that you wrong or right. It's that it goes against what grandma taught. Fuck what mama taught. It goes against what grandma taught. That's a good point. So now, that's an uphill battle. But if we could put it in perspective, most of our grandmothers and grandfathers was only a generation or two removed from slavery. Field hands and shit like that. A lot of them wasn't very educated. And they inherited their religious and spiritual practices. They didn't really create them, they inherited them. So we just gotta say no disrespect intended towards our elders, but they did the best they could with what they understood. Now we had the privilege of being a little bit further as far as what we're able to understand because of our access. We got more access to information than they had. So we're supposed to take what they taught and find a way to advance it because we had access that they didn't have. So now, sticking to the point, you look at Dr. King, and a lot of people say, you know, the average black person think he was a positive person. And most black people got a picture of him on their home, at their home on the wall and shit like that. So now, you fast forward 3 generations later, and on King Day, you got Joe Biden speaking at the King Church. How are you the family that's responsible for the civil rights movement? It's supposed to be such a big deal. And you got the slime ballish, like out of all of the, and he's the first to ever do it. That's the thing. That's the game right there. That's the trick bag right there. Because you look at all of these presidents that we've had, all of them had so many that had like pizzazz and charisma and good speech and good posture, and they just, you know, just had this thing. Joe Biden's got nothing. Like, I don't honestly, if I'm being honest with you, honestly, I don't honestly think there's not one Joe Biden fan out there. I don't think it's possible to watch Joe Biden for longer than 10 minutes and honestly feel good about whatever he's talking about. I don't think it's possible. I think it's all smoke. I mean, with the presidency, we know it's all smoke and mirrors anyway. But in this particular instance, I think a lot of presidents, because they knew the game, they knew how to play it, they was allowed to move a certain kind of way because they knew how to move. I think short of tying his shoes, I don't think he do much on his own. I just don't think so. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I just don't see him as like when you looked at Obama, you could tell that he memorized some of his speeches, understood how to move and shake. I don't think Joe Biden know anything. I don't think if you don't tell him, like if you was to ask him off the record a serious question about some type of foreign policy or anything, I don't think he got a clue. Like, I don't think without someone nearby, I don't think he could hold a political conversation longer than 5 minutes and stay on topic about anything. I just don't see it. And this is the guy that is the first to ever speak at the Dr. King Church on King Day. Why? You can't give me one fucking reason. Not one. You don't got one fucking reason. Not one. Why Joe fucking Biden. Give me one reason why Joe Biden should have gave a speech at the King. Like, what has Joe Biden done to be worthy? If Dr. King is who y'all think he is, what has Joe Biden done to be worthy of being the first president ever to speak at the Dr. Come on, man. You can't believe this. You can't possibly believe this. So now, here's the problem. Here's the problem right here. Okay, if we say objectively looking at it, Joe Biden is too incompetent and too inefficient, hasn't accomplished anything during his presidency monumental enough to be worthy to speak at the King. Like, how was Obama in office for 2 terms? That's 8 King Day celebrations. The first ever black president was in office for 8 King Day celebrations. And he never got invited to speak there. But Joe Biden, that Joe Biden. So that means it's a play. And that's where we never go far enough. If that's a play, then we got to say, wait. So they really just slid Joe Biden into the King thing to make him look good right before the election. So the King family, how much they get paid to do that? The King family participate. And how long have they been doing things like that? See, this is why y'all don't like dealing with me. Calm, let shit slide. You ain't just gonna see. We ain't just gonna find out that information. Like, yeah, like y'all will be like, yeah, y'all, you right. They did just bust a move. That's crazy. And then y'all will talk about something else. No. If they just bust a move, first we gotta decide if they did. Has Joe Biden done something during his presidency worthy of being the first ever president to speak at a King Day celebration? If you say yes, fine, which I think it might be 2 of y'all on the planet, if that many. So if he hasn't done anything worthy to be the first ever president to speak up during a King Day celebration, Joe Biden is the first ever. And he hasn't done anything during his presidency thus far worthy of it. So then why? And then you got to reach the conclusion of the King family has to benefit from this financially somehow. There's no other logical reason on why Joe Biden should give a. And then watch this. Y'all watch this. This dude is This dude, boy. What? It's your boy, Freaky Joe in the building. Freaky Joe in the building. If y'all missed that, hey, see, that's what I'm saying. They sent Freaky Joe. Look at that. Y'all mean to tell me he should have been the first out of all of the presidents? That's the first one ever they let speak on King Day and come to their church. Him, that guy. Why? Why? You can't give me one logical reason. Unless you're talking about that bag. If you saying anything other than that bag, you're kidding yourself. Facebook is tearing me up tonight. Oh my goodness. Now watch this though. Watch this though. Here go your boy back in action.
You've been a good friend for a long time. It's an honor to spend King Holiday with the National Action Network and with the King family, Martin and family. And understand, Martin III, we celebrate a legacy of your beloved father and mother. They work for the beloved community. But congratulations today, the honorees, including your wife, who I understand is birthday today? Well, look, my wife has a rule in her family. When somebody's birthday, you sing happy birthday. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Valen. Happy birthday to you. Well, it's hell turning 30, but you got to put up with it. And Nancy Pelosi, who I think is literally, not figuratively, the greatest leader, House Speaker in American history. And Mignon Moore, a mover and a shaker in politics.
How you, bro, how you start singing happy birthday to the woman and forget her name? This is the first ever president they let come for King Day. Joe Biden, Freaky Joe. And he decides to sing happy birthday to the woman and forget her name. Happy birthday. Y'all voted for this guy. Get Trump out of office. Trump's a racist. Yeah, and Joe Biden's not. If you are the president of the United States and you go to what could arguably be the most significant Baptist church in the country because it's Dr. King's, you go as the first ever of your colleagues to get this honor, and you don't know not one song. You're a racist. That's the only, there's no other. Come on, bro. Now, he was getting ready to clap and was like, and then he says, where my wife's from, when it's someone's birthday, you got to sing them a song. Come on. He was like, happy birthday, dear. Oh, my God. Your boy, huh? That's your boy. That's all I can say. That's who y'all voted for. Y'all, your peoples. Your peoples in there. Where you at? Hold on.
You've been a good friend for a long time. It's an honor to spend King Holiday with the National Action Network and with the King family, Martin and family. And understand, there's Martin III, we celebrate a legacy of your beloved father and mother. They work for the beloved community. But congratulations today, the honorees, including your wife, who I understand is birthday today? Well, look, my wife has a rule in her family. When somebody's birthday, you sing happy birthday. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Valen. Happy birthday to you. Well, it's hell turning 30, but you got to put up with it. And Nancy Pelosi, who I think is literally, not figuratively, the greatest leader, House Speaker in American history. And Mignon Moore, a mover and a shaker in politics.
Happy birthday. Y'all boy. Now listen. Freaky Joe, what you got ain't Alzheimer's. I don't even think it's a brain in this motherfucking head. I promise you. I honestly think if you open Freaky Joe's head, you're gonna see wires and controllers and shit. Probably some wires that ain't connected or got a shortage in them or something. But now, this is this guy. Remember that? They got about 50 clips of him can't keep his hands to himself. You got the one little video. It was a little girl was terrified of him. He kept trying to kiss the little girl. You look at that alien monster face ass thing coming towards you for a kiss. Oh my God. You creepy old weird looking android. Y'all need some newer models. Take Freaky Joe, put his whole ass out the pasture. Take that motherfucker to the junkyard, get you some spare parts, whatever the fuck. I don't see no purpose for his model. For that model, for that making model. This is the old making model. Y'all need to get rid of that motherfucker, whatever Joe came from. Now, we gonna deal with this right here too. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, and I shouldn't even admit this, but I'm petty and I will. one of the extreme pleasures of doing what I do is knowing that it's gonna come a point where I'm gonna get to look right into the motherfucking camera and be like, I told y'all. That's why there's a large reason of why I do this is so from time to time I can look right into the camera and be like, I told y'all. That's the show. Good night. I'm going. No, but I told y'all. So now, what did I tell y'all? I said, and please, 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 for the LGBTQ brothers and sisters, do not take what I'm saying out of context. Hear the statement in its entirety and understand that it is just my opinion. I'm an entertainer. It's just purely entertainment. However, I personally have a problem trusting a man that not only has high heel stacks for shoes, but he wear a cape with it. See, it ain't just the high heel pumps that bother me. They kind of bother me, but when you, let me explain it so y'all don't think I'm just winging it here. There's a actual logic to my thing here. So when you got on high heel pumps and a cape as a man, the reason why I have an issue with that because there's a level that I'm always trying to reach a brother at. You passed that already and we can't connect. You too far gone for me. It's a lot of things I could say to you about a man having on high heel pumps that may or may not enlighten you. But I don't got no cape info. I don't got no cape knowledge. I don't got nothing that I could pull out like this is what's wrong with your cape. Like I don't got none of that. So I just feel like once a man put on a cape, he passed wherever I'm willing to go to help him. And I just ain't gonna do it. So with that being said, when I seen Usher Raymond, who Puffy says they used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes in the morning when Usher was 12 and he was, well, a little bit older. They used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And just like Kevin Hart, I don't know what the fuck that mean either. Or why you wrestling with a little boy eating cereal who's only 12. I don't know that either. Because y'all know Usher used to live with Puffy when he was 12 and wrestle with Frosted Flakes and shit. So whatever. Either way it go. You put the cape with the Frosted Flakes and the whole P. Diddy thing, and it's just a recipe for disaster. However, I predicted that he was sure to lose his shit in the near future just because of that. So now, here we are in the future, and it is very near. And so, first of all, he got red hair. See, for y'all got to come over here. We on YouTube, but y'all see he got the red hair. And that lady who with him looked like the Blair Witch Project. Now, I know somebody said, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, fans is the funniest people in the fucking world. Because if you see the Twitter, they lighten her ass up on Twitter. They lighten her and Usher up on Twitter. And then here comes somebody to jump in and say, you guys show some respect. That's so-and-so Owen's wife. And he put dude's name in capitals. So that was supposed to I don't give a fuck if it was his mother. It could be his great-grandmother. She looked like the fucking Blair Witch Project. She looked like the Wicked Witch of the North, not the East or the West. This is the Wicked Witch of the North. Some shit we never seen before. This is a whole different animal. She looks creepy. I don't scare easily, and I'm terrified of her. Kid Cudi on the new LeBron house party. No, but you know what? I didn't heard LeBron made that house party. Oh, now I'm finna go in. I might watch that tonight. I'm finna go the fuck in. I done made so many I done heard so much bad shit about that new house party. I ain't even touched it yet. Everybody keep telling me they went over the top with the funny business. And it's like Kid, oh shit, my fault. Kid and Play didn't do that, man. Kid and Play didn't do that. Now they look like space monsters now, but like they didn't age very well at all. They look like fucking, oh my God. Like they mid-career just stopped using the adrenochrome or some shit. They didn't age very well. Which is rare for our people. Now, either way it go, whatever that monster looking thing is that Usher is currently dating, it's like I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know how you like how you eat dinner with her and concentrate. And then I seen some pictures of her, like her husband is and her, they this big deal fashion couple and all of this type of shit. And then she got a fucking I guess her husband passed away and she had a handbag made like his head or some shit, like that she be carrying around with her, and it looked like his real head that she carries with her. Like, what the fuck kind of sandwich? What the fuck is going on? Listen, Hollywood is getting weird than a motherfucker. The entertainment industry, I've been screaming to the high heavens for years. Ain't it amazing how, like, if you've been rocking with me for a couple years, you done watch me make over 10 predictions of shit that I told you I was headed here and then hit. I talked about a lot of this shit before it hit, man. And it's just crazy watching it unfold. And now they up in the ante and just putting it in your face. We was telling y'all 5-6 years ago, all this shit was satanic. And people was telling us, stop being a conspiracy theorist. 6-7 years ago, I was talking about the Illuminati and secret societies and all that shit. And y'all told me I was tripping. And now it's all over the fucking place. But it get real creepy and real. Hold on. Y'all it get real creepy and weird as fuck. Like watch this shit. And I don't know what happened. I was trying to wait for Black to get in here, but we finna get to it. Hit the like, hit the share. Okay, so now my brother Black David sent me this. Shouts out to the CMB. Wait, what's this? I'm finna peekaboo quick. Okay, that ain't cool. I don't need that yet. Okay, so now I be telling y'all, watch these cartoons and be mindful of what your children looking at. Every day I ask the Prince, what he doing? What you watching? What you got going on? He looking at your tablet. What you watching on your tablet? What's that? What he tell me such and such show. I want to know what it's about. What's that show about? What they doing on there? What's so funny? Why you like that? You know what I'm saying? I want to know everything. And then you can formulate an opinion of how he or she think and what they into. And then you can help make sure you steer them in the right direction. And also, you got to watch these sites. Like, I be on all kid sites certain times and scroll through pictures. And in the middle of the pictures, all kid shit, it'll be a porn shot. And I was scrolling through some kid shit one day, and tucked away in there is like 5 or 6 different porn pictures, just in the midst of all kid cartoon pictures. And then it's just like gay porn, regular porn, a naked girl, like real live naked shit in the midst of the kid shit. They doing that on purpose. So you got to watch these fucking people, man. This ain't no conspiracy shit. Watch your children and watch these people. Look, think about it like this. Balenciaga then surpassed Louis, the top brand out there. And they took a risk putting all that satanic kitty shit in their ads. Do you know do you know what kind of risk that was? They risked it all to get that message out there that this is what we own. Bloody children and porn shit around your kids. Pedophilia and bloody shit. And they took a gamble and put that in their ads, in their slogans. And here's the thing. Y'all was outraged. Like, look at this shit. What they say about you. They did it to you. They did it on your watch. So they was so comfortable in the fact that you weren't going to do shit. They could start putting it in your face. We fuck with your kids and we turn them into demons. They can start putting that in your face. And the only thing you're going to do is take the social media and say, oh, we don't like that. You're going to do shit. And they confident in that. So now they rubbing it in. This is who we are. This is what we own. That's why Usher can show up in public with a woman who looked like the walking fucking Blair Witch Project. This woman got black. This is a witch, a high level witch. You could look at her. This is a gypsy. You could look at her. Now, but this is what I really want to get into. This is from the cartoon SpongeBob. Y'all see? That's his driver's license. SpongeBob driver's license, say Bikini Bottom. And it's got an address on there. Now, when you look up that address, the address is 124 Conch Street, Bikini Bottom. Now let's go back to the 124 Conch Street, Bikini Bottom. That's the address on there. Now let's look at where this is at. 124 Conch Street, U.S. Virgin Islands. Legends of Little St. James. Family, y'all looking at Epstein Island. You're looking at Epstein Island. So I just showed you. This is from the cartoon. This is a screenshot from the cartoon. The episode with SpongeBob, and there's multiple episodes where SpongeBob show his driver's license. His driver's license says 124 Conch Street. We looked up 124 Conch Street on the Google Maps, and it says Bikini Bottom, 124 Conch Street, Bikini Bottom Street. No, Bikini Bottom, St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. This is Google Maps. That is Epstein Island's address. Now, I just told y'all the other day, when you looking at the fucking backdrop for Ellen's show, that backdrop, them palm trees in that island, that's Epstein Island. All of these people was on that island. You seen the flight list with everybody and their mama on that list. What happened to it? We had the flight log. I posted it over 5 times with all of the Epstein, with everybody you could think of on that flight list. And not now one of them went to jail. And so, riddle me this, Batman. If we had all of these people connected to Epstein Island and nobody went to jail, only Epstein, who allegedly hung himself in his cell and we never seen him again. How do we know they don't still go to Epstein Island? In order, listen, family. We seen Oprah Winfrey, Barack Obama, Will and Jada Smith, LeBron James, every fucking body you can imagine. We seen Jay-Z and Beyonce. We seen them all on the fucking Epstein list. In order for the judges and the politicians and the fucking president, Hillary Clinton, we seen all of these people. They say Bill used to go so much, he might as well have to live there. They say anytime a flight was going out to Epstein Island, Bill was getting on that bitch. So if the most high profile person on the planet, the one person, listen to me. If it's one person, one singular individual on this planet who can't go anywhere without being seen, it's the United States president. There is nowhere the president of the United States can go and not be seen. Think about it. It's the president of the United States, the most powerful country on the planet. It's the president of that. And you think there's somewhere he can go and nobody is looking. So, if the president of the United States and the former president and the Secretary of State, if all of them are on the Epstein flight log, then everybody in positions of power that could possibly arrest you are already in on it. So what the fuck did we watch with the Epstein trial? Who got to do it? Who could actually get you in trouble when you got the president at your... Think about it. The president, the Secretary of State, and the vice president. And Biden got an island right next to his. All of these people been to the island. Who exactly is it that's conducting this trial that you're going to jail for? Who? Who's bigger than the people you got at your place? And how the fuck they get there, and whoever the people is that is investigating you never knew that Obama and them was out there. See, we don't be thinking. They all on the same team and they stay on code. You absolutely right, Kinfolk. So what does that mean? That means the Epstein trial was a farce. That means because if you can have the presidents and the vice president and the Secretary of State all partying with you, then your ass is beyond a fucking investigation. Who's investigating? The president comes to my island. Who the fuck is investigating? Y'all gotta think, there can't be an investigation of a man who invites the president. Did you ever see Hugh Hefner get under investigation? Yes, and every one of them went away like that. Never spent a day in jail. I don't even know if he ever went to court. When you're serving the people who could potentially get you in trouble, you're beyond the scope of trouble. So when you got a private island where you got politicians coming out, this ain't no secret. It's a flight log. You're logging everybody to come out there. Why are you doing that? Just in case this shit ever goes south, I got everybody recorded. It was a show, they needed a fall guy. Possibly. But what I'm suggesting is, what if they just needed a distraction? I don't think the fall guy ever fell. Because he died in the middle of the night. We never seen his body again and he was gone. This man got an island. We ain't heard no more about what happened to the island. Who did they repossess it? Is it up for sale? None of that shit. What happened to the island? Now, he said the baby making factory. Epstein was trying to improve the human race with his pedo sperm. So what he wanted to do was have about 20 women with 20 babies. He thought he felt he was on some Adolf Hitler. He had superior genes, and he wanted to repeatedly impregnate women and take the babies. And you see a picture with him and this guy. Sick ass Peter Nygaard. And that guy, Peter Nygaard, A Feud in Paradise launched a global rape case. Now this dumbass gets into an argument with his over some real estate shit. He was bidding on some property, and they got outbidded for the property, and he got pissed off and was going back and forth, going to war with dude. And so dude put that money on him, like, let me dig into this motherfucker background and see what I can find to get him up off my heels. And come to find out, old Peter Nygaard was doing the same thing Jeffrey Epstein was doing. He had his own little island. He was taking women out there, paying them to pop babies in them. He had babies all over the place, taking the babies, taking the fetuses, and then he was taking the fetuses and what was he doing? He was doing some sick shit to stay young. He was like he was doing some sick shit, bro, like eating the fetuses or drinking. He was doing some real creepy shit. I can't think of it off top. If somebody get a chance, look up Peter Nygaard. He was taking some of their body parts and using them to stay young and shit. I forgot exactly what he was doing. And they caught his ass. He had an island before Epstein. Now, I broke down last week who was the granddaddy of all of this shit. Your boy Hef. All of this was Hef's playbook. Just so we clear on that. Y'all be talking about they had an island and all of this type of shit. Yeah, Hef had a house. They had an island. Hef didn't need an island. Hef had a house. And when you get into Hef, he was doing, look at all of the reports. Hef was a raping sodomite. I ain't talking about opinion. I ain't talking about he say, she say. I'm talking about the girls and the reports. Hey, if one person tell you got to tell, go get a second opinion. If two people tell you you got to tell, it might be time to cut the back of your motherfucking pants out and get you a little bit more space. Once you keep hearing the same goddamn story, it kind of register like, wait a minute. And this he ain't up for trial. He dead and gone. Ain't no money to be made. Ain't shit. But they free from the persecution now. This dude was a monster. Hugh Hefner raped a lot of those playmates. A lot of them. The one thing you got to understand about people in power, when you got so much money that you get it, like you making millions a day, $100 million a day, you make all this crazy amounts of money, and it come with power. Now you got somebody who couldn't make it into Hollywood, and every time he got close to the door, they closed the door on him. So what Hef really wanted to be was a movie star, Hollywood film producer. So the first thing he did was try to put a film together. He put together the Hamlet, the Shakespeare Hamlet, and trashed it, fucked it up. The reviews was horrible. He flopped. It was so he wasn't accepted in that lane. So to get accepted in that lane, that's why the Playboy Mansion was all for celebrities. This was his way of getting close to the celebrities that normally wouldn't have fucked with him because he was a nobody. So once he got the mansion, hey, this is for celebrities only. Now he get the hobnob with the big dogs, and not only that, now he controlling the scene. Then he flooded that house with drugs and creeps that just like him. Now, if you got a twisted taste, talk to his lifelong girlfriend. Man, look, they was accusing Hef of bestiality and all kind of shit, man. Think, all right? They was accusing Hef of fucking. You see, he had all them dogs that used to be in the bed. Y'all know, even if you watch that show, The Girls Next Door, I used to watch that shit. The Playboy Club's first members only. They when they and they made it members only because of what was going on in there. And you look at all you got to do is look at all of this shit that them women said Bill Cosby was doing. Now here's the thing. For every woman that said Bill Cosby did that to them, I could show y'all the same thing about Jim Brown and Hugh Hef. Hugh Hef got just as many fucking rape allegations and drugging women allegations as Bill Cosby. Just as many. Go look it up. It's at least 30, 40. There's a lot of playmates saying over there he was a creep, he was a rapist. He had videotapes everywhere, in every room, in every bathroom, every shower, the grotto, the hot tub, all that shit was on camera. All of it. Why wouldn't it be? If you had a mansion where nothing but the superstars was coming, the elites, I'm taping every motherfucking thing. You would never come in this house. You the biggest star in Hollywood. You got a coke habit and you like golden showers or some weird shit. You Arnold Schwarzenegger, big buff guy, but when ain't nobody looking, you like to wear a dress. You Jay-Z and Puffy, and when ain't nobody around, you like to put on the grandma dress and dress in drag. I want that on tape, all of that. Because you could never refuse me. Now, whatever the fuck I need, it's going to go there. And that's how a lot of these people get trapped. You married. Cat Williams told you the breakdown. He ain't been a celebrity that long. He excited to go to the mansion party. Now, the reason why he got in trouble, because he didn't indulge at the mansion party. Now, if he had went to the mansion party, tooted some coke, ended up in one of them back rooms doing something strange, he'd have woke up the next day. They'd have showed him the footage. He'd have panicked. They'd have told him, chill. Your secret's safe with us. Welcome. We all weird. Let's get it. Until that critical moment when you ain't dancing. And then that's when they going to lay it on you. Hey, it's time to start tap dancing again or else. We need blood again or else. All of that shit. So now, when you think about it, all of these weirdos is taking this out the huge. They would tell you, my fault, y'all. I was sick the last few days. I wish I had the picture, that early picture of Peter Nygaard with all of those women. Peter Nygaard used to always be at both of them. Epstein and Peter Nygaard used to be at the Playboy Mansion, and Nygaard was like he was like a flunky. He wanted to be Baby Hef, so he used to sit up under his wing and take notes. Yeah, I'm like you. He used to do that, but he tried to pizzazz it up with the fancy suits and shit like that. And then he was the fashion designer. Notice how all of these super duper weirdos is fashion designers. What's connected with fashion designer that make you have to be satanic and like baby blood and all of this old weird shit? But now, hold on. This is the type of fashion. What's the Owens dude? This is the type of fashion they got. This what y'all supposed to be rocking. This type of shit they want y'all rocking. This where fashion headed. AC though, you can't rock that joint, AC though. No sir, I won't stand for it. I won't stand for it, AC though. Hey, this the type of shit they want. They want the guy in, man. Rip leather biker pants with motorcycle chain. What the fuck is that shit, bro? And these people get paid billions to influence us to think like that. Imagine this. Imagine this. Just think about what I just showed y'all. Let's just slide back here for a minute. I know I got ahead of myself. I be getting a little fired up, but let's just walk right here for a minute. SpongeBob SquarePants. Do y'all know how big SpongeBob is? Like I don't know a more dominant cartoon over the last decade than SpongeBob. And the address on his driver's license is Epstein Island. Now, here go another one of those moments about thinking in layers. Now, on the surface, we like, that's fucked up. That's some sick ass shit. What it's really telling you is what the director on. There's no way that the director put Epstein Island on the driver's license and the director don't go to Epstein Island. And why isn't all of this stuff a part of the investigation? How you got Bill Cosby, a comedian? You had 20 different women come out the woodworks, all saying this shit happened at the Playboy Mansion. And we supposed to believe Bill Cosby raped 20 women at the Playboy Mansion and Hugh Hef don't know nothing. How did the feds not seize the Playboy Mansion and demand the footage off the cameras? Fuck this testimony. This is a fucking game. Don't y'all get it? It's just a game. You could have cartoon makers put pedophilia in cartoons. You could have people on the internet catch it. And it'll be a video that says something satanic in Walt Disney, and you look down and there'll be a 1.2 million views. So 1.2 million people saw that it was pedophilia in cartoons. And the feds never got wind of this. Yeah, I ain't. What I don't understand is how we see this shit and don't deal with it. I had this other one. Damn, where'd it go? I must didn't get it. We must didn't get it in time. I had another clip that damn, I had another picture I wanted to show y'all. I can't find it. Oh well. I just I thought that was some twisted shit. To hit me with the SpongeBob thing like that. And I'm like, man, that's crazy that they put that in there. Wait, we gotta watch this again though before we get up out of here. I told y'all we were gonna stay long tonight, but we gotta watch this before we get up out of here. Y'all see he was finna clap and change his mind. He was like, Freaky Joe. Freaky motherfucking Joe. Hey, he said he feel the presence of the Lord. Freaky motherfucking Joe. Freaky motherfucking Joe. Hey, and then look, hold on. Oh man, I didn't even get the other clip. I wanted to I had two Nelly clips. The queen that sent me one, that was like the little pedophile clip where he was getting a little too cozy with the women. But the what about the hold on, the it was the other one where he was doing all the satanic shit on his forehead. Now it was one concert where they said Nelly was too high. They say think he was way too fucked up because his eyes kept rolling in the back of his head. And so I watched it. And yeah, his eyes is rolling in the back of his head, but he doing this on his head, he doing this on his head, and he keep throwing up this shit and he putting it right on his forehead. Now, when he did the other one that the queen sent to me, he did both of them. He took off his glasses. He told her to come here, and he touched foreheads with him. Now, he was doing the little hair curling thing. That was ill, pedophilia, but he touching foreheads for a reason. This where the third eye is at right here. So, like, this is more ritualistic shit. This is ceremonial shit. He's leaving entities with these people. I can guarantee you, if you do a background check on if you do a background check on him, on those young ladies that he touched foreheads with, I'm willing to bet money they having nightmares and they having a rough time with school and just in general. I put money on it. He's putting entities into those little girls. That's why he touching foreheads, and that's why when he was doing the dance and shit, he was touching his forehead, and he's putting it that's an entryway. What did Lil Uzi Vert do? Where did he put the diamond at? Right in the middle of his forehead. That's a third eye entryway. That's a quick. That's like a shortcut to the pineal. Quick access. These people, y'all. He didn't put a stone in the middle of his head for nothing. These people are doing you right in front of you. You seeing black magic and sorcery right in front of you, right in front of your motherfucking face. When you see, hold on. Damn, I wish I had to put that motherfucking. I don't even got it. Shit. Even down to the could not see Epstein Island on ID on the you mean on the ID channel. All of these people are in on this together. That's the main thing I need y'all to understand. Hef started this in the 50s. Think about that. Hef started this in the 50s. So, like, what he did was he created a space of they masked it under sexual freedom because it was such a time where everything was like the way it was supposed to be. It was what they call it prude now, but that's really the way it's supposed to be. You shouldn't be having sex with all these different people. You shouldn't be sleeping around, fucking people just because you want to. You shouldn't be. This is an energy exchange. Oh, you said you couldn't see Epstein Island on the picture? No. It was the address on the address on the SpongeBob picture. It was the address on there. And then we looked up, it was before you came, Queen. Then we looked up the address. I show I'm gonna do it again real quick. So when you look at Epstein Island, it's 124 Conch Street, Bikini Bottom. 124 Conch Street, Bikini Bottom. Now, when you go on the Google Maps and you look up 124 Conch Street, hold on, let me put it back on the right way. 124 Conch Street, Bikini Bottom, St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. That's Epstein Island right there. That's the address. So it just show you how they put it in the cartoons for the kids, and then they slide it into your subconscious. But now, back to what I was saying. So you got Hugh Hef that's going to, it's called, they called it a sexual revolution. So you got a time where people are saying you should only have sex with your wife. You shouldn't be sleeping around. You shouldn't be partying. You shouldn't. Now, what they disguise it under is freedom. Say, hey, you got the right to be freedom. So they use the church as a scapegoat. They say it's the church people trying to shackle you. So then this is when, see, this is a game plan. The first thing they had to do was lure you into the church and get everybody to go for it. But they knew ultimately the church was created by satanic forces. So the church was a trap through the door. So what they had to do was initially get you into the church. Now, the reason why I'm saying the church is created by satanic forces, because you got to think about it. The same, they teaching Christianity upstairs. They got slaves downstairs in the basement. If you really believed in this Christ and in this Christianity, there's no way you could have slaves in the basement. We got people who had actually been to the slave quarters and seen where the chapel was at upstairs and where they actually had the slaves chained up at downstairs. You cannot believe in this God and this Jesus and this high almighty, and you're torturing and raping people downstairs. So we have to understand and get it and stop taking it so personal. Believe what you want to believe, but we need to understand that religion is a political tool. It always has been. Religion always has been used as a political tool. How did the Greeks infiltrate Egypt? Until they created a religious understanding, they stayed on the outside. They stayed at war. They stayed in turmoil. They was not able to calm the people down until they created the first versions of Christianity. And it wasn't even called Christianity. It was the cult of Serapis. You were Serapians at first. You people who think you Christians, you were Serapians at first. You were members of the cult of Serapis. Serapis is your first Jesus. So you need to understand that. And Serapis was just merely the war general who took over after Alexander. So we got to know these things so we understand who we dealing with. Now, these people took that same belief system and just continually revised it. It's the same people. And now, when you look at the signs, what were those people into? They were heavily into sacrifice, homosexuality, and pedophilia. Now, what do you see in our society? You see all the higher ups with super money have to be into those lanes. And then they call it philanthropy. See, it's just all about understanding what you're dealing with. It's all connected. So now, if you're going to have a society, think about this. You got to build a society a certain way. So to the outside, to the people, the citizens can't know the weird shit going on behind the scenes. So the citizens have to see a world that is a certain kind of way. And the way you keep that world that way is through order. Now, how do you get the order? Through law and religion. A law that says you can't commit crime and a religion that says you're burned in hell. These two things are the waypoints to keep societies in line so you don't go too far. You might go far enough to where we have to lock you up. Okay, we make money off that. But we have to have a parameter that says if you go further, you could die and go to hell. So these are blocks to keep you just in line. And then once you cross one of those lines that get you sent to hell, then you get somebody to come in and say, hey, what you did right there was bad enough to get you sent to hell, but come with me and I could work this thing out between you and God and I can save you. More money for the system. The system gonna keep finding ways to keep you inside the coils of the system. But when it's all said and done, it's all connected. So on the outward, we got parameters, church, laws, rules. But we don't believe in these things. So if we don't believe in these things that we force a society to adhere to, we'll force a society to adhere to these things for the control purposes. So we have to have something set up for us. This is what all these secret societies for. Now, the secret societies, the boys clubs, the behind the scenes thing, this is for us to indulge without y'all knowing. These are save face academies. So we can do all of this shit over here and we're going to set it up to be comfortable for us because we're who matter. We run y'all. So the fact that y'all don't approve of what we doing doesn't fucking matter. We run y'all. The only thing we have to do is continually save face because it keeps y'all in slavery mode. But we're not going to give up our debauchery. So we have to have a system set up for the debauchery. So now it starts out with guys like Hef. And then once you see that successful, it's going to get too big. Because now everybody want to be a playmate. Well, we can't fit nothing but like 10 girls in the house. But you got, remember, I spent all these years getting my millionaire friends together. Now, they want to be like me because look how successful I am with it. So now you start getting these mini mansions. They call them mini mansions. So they start setting up the mini mansions all over the country. Now we can filter these girls in. Most of them will never make it to Hef's mansion, but we can use Hef's mansion as the motivation. You got to go through me to get to be. You think it's easy being a playmate? These are 10 of the most gorgeous women on the planet. You think that's easy? Now, I can get you on the phone with Hef right now. Now, he going to call Hef. Hef going to vouch for you because it's the scam. You done heard the voice of Hugh Hef. You done seen him on the video chat or whatever. You know it's green light. Now, you going to the mini mansion. What they finna do? Halfway with you. A lot of them girls never came out that mansion. It's so many murder and rape cases that came out of there. And who were they targeting? Look at who Hef target. Young throwaways from small towns. He make them starlets. But I'm telling you, he had the one girl, I can't remember her name. She had a big name too. And she was from Europe. And she didn't want to get him none. And he invited her back to the party. And she came to the party. And afterwards, it's Hef. Let's take a walk on the grotto and all that type of shit. They taking a walk around the quarters. He done slipped something in her drink. She done got woozy. And the next thing you know, he's sodomizing her. She screaming for help. The security comes see him. He tell them keep it moving and get the fuck on. This is the biggest supermodel in the world from Europe, not even from this country. Now, once this happens, who gonna believe her over him? This is Hugh Hefner. See, this is the catch. Whenever they sell you these guys as ladies' men, these guys is weirdos. Because who would ever think the guy that's got 10 women, I can have any woman, look at all these beautiful women, but he can't have all of them. When you get back to the penthouse, then all of them don't like him. A lot of them think they're there for the job. Now you got a couple groupies, but you got a house full of friends too, so you can't have them all. Some of the groupies got to get passed around. Now we in here. We got security, we got cameras, everything, and we got the power. Now, if we in here, high off coke and quaaludes, and I want her, what's to stop me from taking her? Because she say no. We hear Hef take shit all the time. So if I personally know Hef rapes women, why would I have a stopping point? The guy who run the building do it. Because you got creepy fuckers like this who can't keep their fucking hands to themselves. Why is he touching these women? Why is his hand right there? This woman's not related to him. Why is his hand right there? And look at her fucking face. She's so fucking uncomfortable. Why is he kissing this lady on the mouth? These people ain't related to him. This shit is twisted, bro. That's your fucking president, Freaky Joe. So I'm just gonna tell y'all like this right here. Oh yeah, I got something else to tell y'all too. This I'll be glad when this fucking head cold gone. So y'all remember last week? Conquering land and wanted to control their minds and was impressed by the civilization of Kemet. You're absolutely correct, Queen. They was extremely impressed by the civilization of Kemet. Remember, they studied in Kemet. Remember, they came. We had the first university on the planet was in Egypt. The first universities on the planet was in Egypt. So they studied there. They already knew what was going on. They was our students. So now, imagine this. This is a horrible picture. I always say this because every time I say it make my skin crawl, but it remind me to stay sharp. You got a society full of homosexuals. These Greco-Roman dudes were such these Greek dudes were such big homosexuals. They saying is there's no love bigger than the love between a man and boy. And this was really the Greek philosophy. And the men were falling in love with each other and having so many sexual affairs, they got annoyed with the women and started knocking the women off. So the Greek men start falling in love with each other so much, and the women be fronts for the aristocracy and for the political spots and shit like that. The women they don't even really have sex with the women. They have sex with the women for the sake of making an heir. So they'll literally go in the room with old girl, she bend over, he pull up her dress, hump her, come, and then he'll go in there with the girl he really liked. Or the guy he really liked. They really didn't like their wives. It was fixed romances. So now a lot of them dudes, you'll see a perfect example, and you see they use the black guy for it. But if you watch that House of Dragons, they had a black dude in there, and he was married to the princess, but he liked boys. So she figured that out when he was a teenager, and they agreed that like she was attracted to somebody else, her fucking uncle. She was in love with her uncle, and he liked boys. So they decided, hey, we don't want to do it with each other no way. We'll do our obligations. I'll keep your secret. It's cool. And then he just never was home. He spent all his time with boys, and so it fucked up the relationship. But what I'm saying is that shit was big in the Greek culture. So the women ran to the island of Lesbos. This is where the term lesbian comes from. This is why women who like women are called lesbians, because the Greek women who feared for their lives and was tired of the Greek homosexual rulers killing them, their husbands, was killing their wives. So the wives ran to the island of Lesbos. And then some of them took on they strapped down their breasts and grew out facial hair and things like that, so that other people would think that it was like some of them were men, like they would think it was man and woman couple. So if one of them chose to play the role of the man and the other played the role of the woman, so that people would think, and it was like a protection thing. Because what keep you from getting raided and raped and shit like that is male protection back then. So you got to think about these men were so vicious that they women left the country and ran and hid. And this is what created this thing, this stud mentality, where the women started dressing like men and started to not like the men, because the men was trying to hunt them down and kill them. So I wouldn't like your ass either. So when you ain't never been nowhere else, and all the men you ever seen like other men and want to kill you, you would deduct the men on this planet is weird. Fuck them. I can't really say I blame the women for doing what they did. But these are the same people. That's the point I'm trying to make. Same goddamn people run your world now. Those people. So you're going to see signs of how they really think, feel, and behave replete all over this planet. And they got these little duck-off caves where they can sit and do the shit that they got no fucking business doing, and you are none the wiser. And the sad part about it is we be knee deep in this shit and don't even see it and pay it no attention. And when somebody bring it to us, we say, oh, conspiracy. So I'm going to tell you like this right here. Ellen background is a pedo island. Ellen, the #1 daytime show for all them years, and her background was a pedo island. they do this shit where Walt Disney got the 666 in his signature, and he got all of the hidden little kitty porn scenes in the background of his cartoons. And we always get mad at the people who do the offense, as we should. But I thought about something. Me and the Queen was talking about damn Queen, what the fuck we was talking about? We was talking about the R. Kelly shit. And so when we be talking about R. Kelly and Aaliyah, everybody be like, he married her underage, yeah, he's sick as hell. That's true. But why we don't talk about the entire industry knew he did it? Everybody knew R. Kelly took an underage girl, 16 years old, and legally married her. Everybody knew that he went and did this. And feature after feature after feature. And then when he got caught, everybody said he's a monster. But let's rewind the tape. When he married Aaliyah, they together did a collabo for her single, for her album. And the name of the shit was Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Getting Down Ain't Nothing But a Thing. Talk about putting it in your face. But let's take it one step further. The record company. This song went #1 in the nation on the Billboard charts. So the record company was well aware of the fact that they were putting out a pedophile album. These are the same people that turned on him and hung him out to dry to catch the case. Fuck him. I don't care if he died tonight. I don't like nothing about him. But that's not the point. The point is the game these people play. Bill Cosby can rape women in the Playboy Mansion for 20 years. And it took the women to come out. So none of the men, see, y'all don't pay attention. We have months and months, years of a trial with Bill Cosby. And women after women after women coming forward, saying what happened at the Playboy Mansion. Not one man knows Bill Cosby raped those women. Not one. Nobody that was at the mansion during those years knows shit. How you rape women quietly? None of these rapes got out of hand. None of them was messy and loud. Nobody into you. How you raping women and ain't nobody bleeding? No clothes ever got torn. No rough stuff. Jim Brown broke a jaw, knocked out teeth, and broke an arm. Supermodel. Yeah, Jim Brown used to beat up on the black women and the black bunnies. Then get on the screen and talk this old pro-black shit. Fuck you, Jim Brown. You could die in your sleep tonight, you coon piece of shit. Fuck you. I'll break. You need your arm broke, bitch. This the games they play with y'all. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. They will literally take somebody who they know has got a fetish for beating and sodomizing black women. See, it's the sexual kink. He don't get off on just taking it. He have to hurt you. He got to brutalize you. He's a big buff football player. So his get off is if he break your arm and while you screaming in agony, then he rape you. This is a different type of animal. And they hid that guy who likes to brutalize black women and rape them, we gonna put him in movies where he pro-black and save black women. You see how fucking twisted these people are. We gonna take a guy who likes to rape and harm black women, and his character, we're gonna always make him pro-black. Because you would never in a million years think that that guy. See, we got to think about this. We say it's rude. You got to get to a certain level of success. You got to do something. You got to sacrifice something. You got to give something, right? Okay, Jim Brown was the first black man to kiss a white woman on screen. Do you understand what that means? From a historical standpoint, do you understand what that means? The kiss was horrible. They hated it. They didn't like anything about each other. But on screen, it was the big black tough guy and the pretty white girl that just couldn't resist him. And so they made out. Do you understand what happens tomorrow after we do that scene? Yesterday, you better not get caught dead kissing a nigger on film. But tomorrow, you could kiss one in public. Because Hollywood ordained it now. The only way that happens is if the powers that be are ready for it. So the powers that be say, it's time for y'all to do makeout scenes with these niggas. Because we need melanated babies. You know, we don't reproduce. We got a 0 birthing rate. We need some of these melanated babies. And we need some compromised Negroes, because what happens is once you cross over to the white woman and picket fence and the pretty house and all that type of shit, you got something to lose now. You always did, but this is the game they play. Over here, this big fancy house, this picket fence, where you got to be quiet with the neighbors and then smoke long cigars. You ain't giving that fancy robes. You're not giving that back up. So this is the nigga behave moment. They never tell the truth. You got John Travolta. Every movie, he played a big, tough, badass. What is he known for? What did he get famous for? He got famous for Grease with them tight ass pants, being a ladies' man. Ooh, 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 oh, where y'all remember that? Yeah, he got famous for being a ladies' man. John Travolta. His whole career, he been a ladies' man and a tough guy, badass. And then he get caught pinching boys' booties at the restaurant. He got lawsuits. He like to harass boys' booties at restaurants. So let me get this straight. We in court today because your rich ass couldn't resist the temptation to grab a waiter booty. Will Smith. Nothing but action-packed tough guy movie. You see him and Jada at the awards. What you see? Jada got her legs open, sitting like this. And Will got his crossed, sitting like this. At the award show. And then you say, well, whoa. Well, you got to think about his first movie ever. The very first role they ever gave him was a white boy bonking him in the booty. The very first movie Will Smith ever did was 6 Degrees of Separation, where he played the caddy who was fucking a little white boy. But the scene was him getting fucked by the white boy. When they got caught in the bed, the white boy was behind him. Now, Riddle me this, Batman. How do I act out a scene where I gotta get in the bed behind another man and pretend we fucking? And then I gotta jump up, swipe out, butt naked. Y'all actually think I could pretend that? You think you could pretend that? All the acting in the world. It ain't a check big enough for me to lay on a mattress behind another man with my swipe out. You don't got that many zeros. What's a gazillion dollars, motherfucker? If you got a gazillion dollars, we could talk. What the fuck is come on, bro? And then after they play that role, it's back to shoot them up, bang, bang, bad boys now. Now we bad boys. We get bumped in the booty, now we bad boys. Another little raper man. What Gina kept saying about Martin. All them girls on the set say Martin couldn't keep his hands to himself. He trying to take something. All of these women, and now this is what they did. They didn't attack the women and say, Nas, these bitches just want some money. They just trying to get some money. They just money hungry. So that killed the protection for the queen. She ain't got no protection now. Now, anytime she say somebody harmed her, you gonna say she just want money. Now on the flip side, queen, y'all played that money game wrong, and now you're in the bind. So you gotta watch that shit. But at the same time, we're not gonna diminish what happened to her and say she just wants some money. How about men with money and power don't like being told no? It's 5 a.m. I could wait for somebody else, but if I don't want to, what you gonna do about it? This is how these men think. And if you in a place that's protected, that's gonna bag you up, it's all the more reason why you wouldn't even hesitate to cross the line. And I'm just tired of them putting it right in front of our face and people telling me, I don't know about that shit, man. That shit, it ain't happening to everybody. How come it ain't? This shit rotten, man. Tuesday, we going to the science of sacrifice. I promise I'm gonna have more people in here. I'm gonna pack the room way better than I did. But what I was gonna tell y'all is Tuesday, I made a prediction last Tuesday. Y'all know that young dude who said he wanted to debate me, and I told y'all, I'm gonna go get the footage. I said he never gonna debate me. He's scared. I said all his information came from Dan Calloway, and I said he gonna run and get some help like he did last time. All three of them came true. I posted the screenshot, and he gonna watch tonight. So I used to call you Young King David. Now you sucker boy. You don't got no title no more. You sucker boy, and you use a sucker. And stop putting them trash ass clips on my page. I got over 400 lectures that I taught on my own, and you keep sending me words from other men for your evidence. You're a weirdo. This is the type of guy that he ain't hit me with no scholarship. Every time he addressed me, he want call names and say some disrespectful shit. Like, we agree to a debate. I inbox him. He don't respond. When I ask him why, he gonna say, I don't respond to men in my inbox. That's kind of gay. And now he on this whole kick. You must be on some gay. Shut the fuck up, bro. If you knew anything about me, anybody who know me, that to call me gay out of all the people you know, that's the dumbest shit you could say. We'll just leave that there. Do some homework. Either way it go, now, he got another brother, And, you know, I ain't going to disrespect that other brother. Me and that other brother got off on the wrong foot because he listening to Young Blood and really didn't understand. And now me and him, they had a conversation, and he's a respectful black man from what I see. It didn't start out that way, but the last back and forth me and him had, we did it like we had a man conversation. Every time I talk to the little boy, he got insults and jokes and shit, and I ain't with that shit because, like, I'm not somebody you could play with. I'm not you. There's no man that'll ever see me in person, face to face, and deem I'm somebody he could play with. So all the name calling and calling me gay, you wouldn't do that in person. And I wouldn't disrespect you either, but you definitely wouldn't look at me and say no foul shit to me in person. I don't even give you that type of vibe, bro. So that's just young internet shit. And plus, I've been in enough debates to know when they get away from the information, when they go to the insults, they run out of information. That's the slang. When the insults come, the information left. See, you don't understand. You ain't never been in a scholarly forum before, but this is common knowledge in any scholar forum. When the insults come, the information left. The only time, see, when you either setting up a debate or in the midst of a debate. So I'm trying to set up a debate with a guy. The last thing I want is to say something crazy and throw the people off, or to say something crazy and give him some ammunition to go left. Now, what if I am actually one of those guys who can tell jokes real good, but it's a different environment. If we was in a different environment, I could have answered you with that gay shit and ruined your day. I'm a jokester, but I ain't finna go there publicly and disrespect no other man. But it could have been an easy way for me to get off the hook. So you could have opened up that doorway for them stupid ass jokes. I could have fell in line and start joking with you. And now you would have had to defend all of my jokes. And I could have been using that to get you away from the information. So scholars know, never say something that could potentially distract the audience or the dude you are going against from the ultimate goal. So when you bring up shit that got nothing to do with nothing, that means you don't understand how debates work, and you're probably scared. This is all common sense shit. So you easy to predict. So last week, I talked to somebody on my show who says they never watch it. Why did I talk to him? Because I knew his lame ass was gonna watch. Why am I talking to him tonight? Because I know his lame ass gonna watch. So you talked all that shit about me, and your lame ass gonna watch this show. So when you watch it tonight, because I know you're gonna, you can't resist, just realize I called you several lames, and you gotta sit there and laugh with that dumbass look on your face in that little bitty ass apartment that I know don't got no woman in it, because no man who lives with a woman sit around and talk about gay shit. So therefore, you're somebody who's way too young to even be fucking in my business, and you don't even have a steady relationship. So you're gonna sit home alone, possibly staying with your auntie or some shit, and you're gonna watch me call you a lame tonight. Enjoy. You probably eating ramen noodles or some shit. Either way it go, he did everything I predicted. His scary ass will not debate me. He went and got help. So I ain't fucking with him. I'm gonna hopefully debate this other brother. We're gonna see how it go. It should be February 21st, which is going to be on a Tuesday at 8 p.m. And we're going to debate no melanated people came from Africa. I think that's what they want to debate. So if that's the debate topic, let's do it. I'm amped up for it. Y'all know I love this debate shit. That's like fight night to me. So I'm hoping that somebody take. I don't give a fuck who it is. I had to put it to you this way. Open invite. I debate somebody February 21st. I damn near don't even give a fuck what the topic is. But I got February 21st open, and I want train smoke with somebody. So we gonna see. But that's the no melanated people came from Africa. Yeah, all the melanated people in America, none of them came from Africa. That's what they're suggesting. They said the brother said no brothers, no melanated people. Fuck, I say black people. No black people came before the 1900s. And that's another debate I take too. Y'all don't like when I call us black people. For anybody that want that smoke, if I don't get this debate with them, I debate somebody else February 21st on whether we should call ourselves black or not. Y'all say we shouldn't call ourselves black people. I debate that. And walk the floor with you. I debate anything in the Bible, anything. You could close your eyes and pick a page. I debate it. So it don't matter. Whatever you want to come with, February 21st is wide open and anybody can get it. Who I really want is Black Jesus. I'm going to hog tie your garbage head. Anyway, go. I never talk about a man who can't defend himself. So I just say Black Jesus ran into you on Clubhouse. You are absolutely trash compactor, and I can't wait till I catch you. With that being said, knowledge is the only real power. Information is the only real currency. I love y'all, and I'm gone.